Good day everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today this is my first ever YouTube video. I hope that I become a teacher that you guys can come back and look at the videos, and I just hope that my videos help you understand, and I hope that it helps you guys start to love maths and all that, because I know that most people, when they see mathematics, they're just like, what the, it's like, what is this, like, why do I do this, or whatever. I'm going to be the teacher that helps you improve with that and helps you just get like exceptionally well marks and all that. So today I'll be thinking of going over, since this is my first video, I want to talk about something that when I was in school, this was very difficult for me. I was sitting in class, I was like, how the hell do you do this? So we're going to be talking about factorizing. Okay, so I know most of us have these these teachers that are in class, and they're like, okay guys, I want you to factorize this sum. For example, it'll be, please factorize this sum for me, x squared minus x, 6 minus 16, okay? And most of you will be sitting there like, how do you do this? How do you, how do you make this, just how do you get the answer? Because then you see teachers all of a sudden, they're like, guys, how didn't you know this? This is so easy. It's x minus 8 and x plus 2. And then you're just sitting there in class and you're like, how? Then the teacher will show you that method of how you multiply it, and you'll get your things, see what fits in and doesn't fit in. And most of you get confused. I won't lie, when I was in school from grade 10 to 12, that whole entire, from grade 10 to 11, it was very, very difficult for me. I was sitting there, I was like, I'll never understand this, how to do this. Factorizing is just going to be the death of me. But then, when I got to my final year, matric, I started noticing something, and there's actually a very easy way to solve, to get this in factorizing. And I was like, why didn't the teacher just teach us this instead of doing this? So when I was in school, I asked the teacher, why do you want us to split it like this? And the teacher was like, you must split it because it's easier and all that. But then I'm just like, well, this way is just so much easier. So I'm here now to teach all of you this way, and I just hope that it does help. Okay, so in this, you can use, I found it easier, you can use the quadratic formula. Most of you don't know what, some of you might not know what the quadratic formula is, but this is the quadratic formula right here, this. Okay, now most of you will look at this and be like, how do you, what is this, how am I meant to solve this by using the quadratic formula? Okay, so let me teach you. So I'm going to write here the formula, and the formula is x equals negative b plus minus b squared minus 4ac over 2a. Now, there are some teachers that, some of you will know this formula, and teachers are like, no, you must use this formula only when there's a decimal or something. Now, no, that isn't the case. You mustn't only use it when there's a decimal. It's literally, you can use it for this. So let me teach you. So, we have, let's give you another sum, 6x minus 16. Okay, so everything that has a squared on it, okay, that is your a's. Everything that has just a variable, so just x, that is your b, and then just the number is your c, okay? So, with this information now, you'll put it in your quadratic formula, which is x equals negative, now we look for b, don't forget to add the negative as well, that has to be put in, you have to put in your negative, so then you open bracket, negative 6, and then you go plus minus, square root, negative 6, power of 2, minus 4, and then a. Okay, so a, yeah, you don't see a number, okay? It does not mean that it is 0, okay? If you don't see a number here, it doesn't mean it's 0. If you don't see a number, it means it's 1, okay? It means it's 1. You mustn't forget that in the exam. So your open bracket, put a, which is 1, and then c, which will be your negative 16. Okay, so we do it over, and then we know with the formula it's 2, and then a, don't forget it's not 0, which is 1. Okay, and then you put in the calculator like such, but I found it easier. Okay, so you just press you just put the whole thing in the calculator. That's why I put the brackets. You see where the plus minus is? So your first time now you'll use the plus, and then the second time you'll use the minus. So I'm just going to show you, yeah, negative 16, 2, and 1. And your answer is 8. So you say that x equals 8, or x equals, and then you go back, and then all I do is I don't write the whole thing, I just go backspace all the way to there, I minus that, and I put a minus there. And then your answer is negative 2. Negative 2. Okay. Now, obviously, when they ask you to factorize, you don't have to put in this whole thing. You could do this on like the side of your work thingy just to get the answer. Okay. So, now we do like, okay, but then why is this in positive, but this is a negative? And why is this a negative and this is a positive? One rule that you must remember when you're factorizing them, you get this answer, okay? And then all you do is you just change the values. So then you say minus 8, and then all you do is you make this a positive, plus 2. Okay. I really hope this makes you guys understand. And another thing is some of you might be like, okay, so but what if we get a sum like this? So we get negative 24 and plus 3x squared minus 16x, okay? And you guys are like, but now what, okay? It's the same thing. Now all you're going to do is you can put it in the A, B, C form, literally. So it's just taking that, and then you just put minus 16x, and then minus 24. And then all you do is use the quadratic formula once again, and then you'll get your answers. And I really hope that this really improves your guys' factorizing. Please leave a comment on what else you guys would like me to go over. I'm busy thinking tomorrow that I go over simultaneous. But yeah, just let me know what you guys want me to go over, and I really hope that this helps you. And please don't forget to like and subscribe for more.